All right, what's up, guys? What's Teacup doing in the waiting room, dude? Ow! Ooh, that hurt my ears. Jesus Christ.
Fix it later.
Oh God, I'm hearing lots of things. Lots of
Hello.
things. Hello, what's up? Ethan's here, Adrian's here, Teacup's here, Grim's here. Oh, Grim, I'm gonna server mute you. I'm gonna server mute you, dude. If it's too loud, dude. What's going on, Grim, on your mic?
What do you mean?
There's a lot of noise on your microphone. Yes.
Yeah, let me take off.
Ow! Jesus! There's like high pitched, there's like really high pitched shit coming in, dude. Fuck. What's up, Ran?
Hello.
What's up, Ran? Good to see you, dude. Let's see. What do we got? We got a lot of questions in today. Ran, where's your question? Did you ask a question first, dude? Where is it? Oh,
I didn't ask a question first, but it's something I have in mind.
okay, that's cool, dude.
It's like a science thing.
I
Like a
think
s-
that Twitch isn't kind of working for me.
Twitch isn't working for you? That's unfortunate.
Even if I were to log in, there was no internet.
Weird. Yeah, Twitch was having some issues earlier. I think I remember seeing some people talking about that. I check there's a good website. If you guys ever want to know is something down or is it something not working, there's a good website called downdetector.com. You guys should always check this out. Here, I'll show it to you. It's kind of cool.
Okay.
Down detector, because this is how you can figure out whether it's something wrong on your end or something wrong with the website. So if I type in Twitch, for example, here, this will tell me are people having issues with Twitch? And looks like not really many problems. This is pretty average. Not many people having problems with Twitch.
I am one of the average people.
Yeah, but if you look at TikTok, for example, look at this. A lot of people have been having issues with TikTok recently. So something's been screwing up recently on TikTok. So that's
I've had issues with TikTok.
like Discord had a big spike in problems too. Around looks like a couple hours ago they had a big. So this it's a cool way you can kind of see what's going on. If things are if things are messing up, whether it's your fault or whether it's the company's fault. Anyways, yeah, cool stuff. All right. Did everyone see what did I do? Oh, I posted the prizes coming up for the winter tournament. Let's see, where did I put them?
A lot. All of
Here.
them were unappealing except the Warzone.
Well, I mean, 5,000 COD points is pretty dope. That's a lot of COD points, dude.
Yeah.
You can't say that's not a good
Well,
prize.
yeah, I'm not taking that.
That's
I'm
a
not
lot.
taking that.
A lot of COD points. Then there's a mouse, a gaming mouse, and then there's an Xbox controller, and then yes, there's Modern Warfare 2. So, I mean, this is like $300 worth of prizes. It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
For
It is.
salary like
It's
yours.
a lot of money for someone like me who's like, how am I paying rent this
Yeah.
month? This is a lot. I don't know, but yeah, no, it's.
No
I
offense.
feel like there's a lot of people that wanted different things. I know Obama wants the controller. I know a lot of people want more Modern Warfare 2, and 5,000 COD points is dope. Like you can buy a bunch of stuff with 5,000 COD points. So that's how it works. I don't know, and I also put the mouse in there in case someone wants a gaming mouse. I know Sam usually does gaming stuff on the PC. Anyways, let's see. We can get rid of that. All right, I'll kick off office hours for us. All right. Welcome everyone to Office Hours. My name is Dr. Gold. It's Actual Education, the stream that helps you out with your math homework, science homework, general life questions. I'm here for it. Did everyone have a good weekend? We're in the holidays, right? We're almost here at
Yeah.
Christmas. That's cool.
Almost.
Does anybody already know what gifts they're getting? Do you guys know what prizes you're getting?
I'm getting an
Maybe.
Xbox.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting Modern Warfare.
He says I'm getting Modern Warfare 2. Okay. No, but I mean for Christmas. Do your parents tell you what they're getting you and stuff?
Oh, I'm getting an Xbox card.
An Xbox what? What are you getting? What are you getting, Ran?
An Xbox gift card.
That's cool, dude. Sweet, dude.
That's dope.
Buy a lot of stuff with that. I saw Teacup saw that he's probably getting a laptop. It looked like a laptop, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. First question of the day. Let's let's see. Let me do Atrian's, and then Ran, you have like a kind of like a general question you want to ask. I'll do yours
Yeah.
afterwards, and then I'll do Grum's. All right, here. Let me do Atrian. You here? You're in the chat. In the chat. Probably is. Yes, he is. Yeah. What's up, Atrian? Atrian's always here. What's up, Atrian? All right, we're doing. Oh, these are cool. Does anyone know what these types of problems are? Like, do you guys know what this bar here around shit means? It's kind of a cool thing. Absolute something. Yes, it does mean absolute something. Okay. Anytime you guys see that there's like a bar around like a number or whatnot, this means the absolute value of X is what it means. Okay. Absolute values. Turns negatives into positives unless it's a negative outside. Right. Yeah. If it was like, so for instance, guys, if you had the absolute value of -4, right? That just makes it +4. All right. You're right. If there was a negative outside that, then this would become +4, but then you have another negative, so it would become -4. You're right. Good job, Teacup. That's correct. Okay. But these are useful in solving algebra problems, and I'll kind of show you what. Let's say, for instance, I have that the absolute value of X is equal to 3. What values of X here would work for the absolute value of X to equal to 3? -3, good, right? That's correct, right? Because the absolute value of -3 is equal to 3. That's good. Or just 3.
Nice.
Yes. Or just the absolute value of 3 would also be equal to 3. Do you see how there are two answers to this, right? Do you see how, like, X can equal 3 or -3, right? There's two different solutions you could have here. This makes things kind of tricky, okay, when you're trying to solve, like, algebra stuff like here. And I'm going to tell you what the trick is. What you do is you're going to solve something like a regular algebra question, and then you're going to break it up into two parts. So let me do a simple one here. Let's say like the absolute value of X minus 3 is equal to 5, okay? Once you get your equation into like the absolute value of something is equal to something, you're going to split this up into
Because you can't just focus on one goddamn item.
Ethan, are you okay, dude? Okay. You split this into two things. You're going to split this into one equation, which is going to be X minus 3 is equal to 5. And then you're going to do the same thing, X minus 3, except you're going to make everything here on the right negative. So you're going to say X minus 3 is equal to -5. Okay? That's how you do that. You do one where you just like get rid of the absolute value. And then you do another where you get rid of the absolute value, but you make everything on the right side equal to a negative. Okay? So if we solve for this, right, plus 3, I get X is equal to 8. And you can kind of check that, right? 8 minus 3, the absolute value of that, right? That's just equal to 5, equals to 5, right? So that one's good. But then I can solve this one, right? Where, again, plus 3. So now I have X is equal to -5 plus 3, which is the same thing as -2, okay? And I can check that as well. So if I have -2 minus 3, that's equal to -5. But let's remember it's the absolute value of that. And the absolute value of -5 is 5, so that checks out.
Oh, yeah.
That's how absolute values work, okay? So let's try to do it for these examples here, okay? Let's do this one right here. I'll move this one over. Okay, Adrian, what would I do first? What do I do first with this one? What do we think? What do we think we do first? Move the -2. Yes, good. So you're going to move the -2 by adding 2 to each side, right? Now I have the absolute value of 2x minus 8, right, is equal to 4x plus 2. All right, good. What am I going to do next here? W. What's up, Rand? W. Make a positive and a negative situation. Good. Yes. I'm going to split this into two equations, all right? I'm going to do one where I just get rid of the absolute value and leave it as it is. So that's going to be 2x minus 8 is equal to 4x plus 2. And then I'm going to do another case where I get rid of the absolute value, but I'm going to make everything on this side negative. I'm going to multiply everything by -1. So that's 2x minus 8. And instead of saying 4x plus 2, I'm going to say minus 4x minus 2. Okay? Now you have two equations you can solve, right? So we can solve this one doing simple algebra, right? Add 8, add 8. So that's 2x is equal to 4x plus 10, right? Subtract 4x, subtract 4x. Negative 2x is equal to 10. So I get x is equal to negative 5. That's one of the solutions. We'll check that later, okay? And then I can go and solve this one. Same thing. Add 8, add 8. 2x is equal to minus 4x plus 6, right? Add 4x, add 4x. 6x is equal to 6. So now I get x is equal to 1. So we got two solutions here. So what we always want to do is we want to try to plug these back in to see if it works. So let's try the negative 5. So if I have 2 times minus 5 minus 8, absolute valued, right? Minus 2 is equal to 4 times minus 5. Let's see if that works. So 2 times minus 5, so that's negative 10. Negative 10 minus 8 is negative 18, okay? Absolute value of that, right, is going to be just 18. 18 minus 2, that equals to 16. 16 does not equal negative 20, so, like, this doesn't work. Okay, so this answer is not correct. Let me see if we did that right. I think we did, right? Plus 8. Did I do something wrong? 2x. No? I did. Gold, who do you think is winning the World Cup? Probably Morocco, honestly. Okay, let's try 1. Okay.
W choice, W choice,
W choice, dude.
W choice.
Okay, if we try 1, for instance, here. Okay, so now I have 2 times 1 minus 8, absolute value, right? Minus 2 equals 4x. Okay, so we're going to move that over. Oh, and this is 4 times 1 is what this is, right? So 2 minus 8 is negative 6, but the absolute value of negative 6, right, is equal to 6. So I have 6 minus 2 is equal to 4 times 1. Aha, this one works. This one does. So x equals 1 is definitely a solution. That one works, for instance. But x equals minus 5 does not. Now, we can check this, actually. Let me... you guys know about Wolfram Alpha? Wolfram Alpha is like a great website that I love to use for things. Let me show it to you guys. So if we go to Wolfram Alpha here, and I type in what the question was, which it was ABS, absolute value of... What was it? It was 2x minus 8. Minus 2 was equal to, what was that, 4x. This will actually solve it for us, which is actually pretty cool. Cool. So, yeah, we just get one solution here. Do you see how we have one solution here? X equals to 1. So, yeah. That's how you can check it if you want to. But, yeah, cool. All right. So, yeah, there's only one solution for this one. Again, we got 2 by doing our technique, but when you check them, you'll see that one of them actually doesn't work. So that's important. Let's see if this one's interesting. Okay. So this one, that they kind of give it to you like already like pretty nice here, right? Because you already have something all in an absolute value, right? And you have something else here. So you can just split this right away into two different questions. You can do x squared plus 4x minus 15 is equal to 6. And you can do x squared plus 4x minus 15 is equal to negative 6. Again, just change this thing to being multiplied by negative 1. This, I think, might be factorable. Let's see. So we have x squared plus 4x. I'm going to move the 6 over. Minus 9 is equal to 0. Oh, that's not factorable. Man, that one's annoying. Okay. And this is x squared plus 4x minus 21. This one is factorable. This one, we can do negative 3 and 7. So negative 3 and 7 multiply to negative 21, but they add up to 4. So that gets me 2 answers here. I get x minus 3 and x plus 7 is equal to 0. So that tells me x is equal to 3 or negative 7. Okay. Which, let's see if that works, actually. So we can try these real quick. So if I have 9 plus 12 minus 15... 12 minus 15 is negative 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. Yep, this one works. This is a good one. And then we can try minus 7. So that becomes 49 minus 28 minus 15, which is 49 minus 43, which is also equal to 6. Yep, these two work. These two solutions are good. Okay. This one might be a little tricky. This one I can't factor because the only things that multiply to 9 is like 3 and 3, or 3 and negative 3 and 1 and negative 9, but neither of these things will add up to 4. So that's not going to work. So you have to use the quadratic equation here. So you do x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 16 minus 4 times 1 times negative 9 AC all over 2. So that's negative 4 plus or minus 16 minus 36. That's 20. 16 plus. Sorry, 4 times 9 is 36, but there's a negative. That's a plus. 36 plus 16 is 52 all over 2. This is gross. All right, so we got two answers here. So we get negative 4 plus the square root of 52 all over 2. Oh, and you can break this up. 226 to 13. So this is negative 4 plus or minus 2 root 13 over 2, which is, now you can cancel the 2's. Negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 13 is apparently one of them. Do you have to make it a 0 by moving the minus 6? You do. Yep. That you always want, if anytime you have like x squared and like something regular like here, you want to get this equal to 0. This is what's called standard form for quadratic equations. You want to equal to 0 so you can factor, and you also want to equal to 0 so you can use the quadratic formula. Let me see if that one's correct though. I'm just gonna check it on Wolfram. So that was x squared. What was it? Plus 4x minus 9. Was that it? X squared plus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0. Yeah. Let's see if we get the same answers there. Yep. Well, okay. How does this work? What did I have? I had negative 2 plus or minus root 13. So yeah, here's negative 2 minus root 13. Here's negative 2 plus root 13. So yeah, both of these answers are correct. Good, we know that at least. So yes, so these are also two solutions. You could plug them back into here to do it. It's honestly going to be quite a mess. I don't really want to do it. Actually, I'm curious now if, what was it? It was minus 15, right? Was equal to, because maybe they don't work. Minus 15 is equal to 6. You can always check this. ABS. This will tell me right away if we got 4 solutions. Yeah, those are solutions. Okay. And then these are other solutions. Okay, cool. So yeah, there are 4 solutions. The 3 and minus 7, which we already found out, plus the other ones. So here was 3 minus 7. Here are these two. Does that make sense, Adrian? That's kind of a long question, and it had like some quadratic stuff there too you had to do. Yes. Okay, cool. You're welcome, dude. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can ask a general question as well. Ran, what was your general question? What's up, dude? What did you want to learn about? Adrian, you can ask it, and I'll answer it in between.
Hey, hold on.
What's up,
Let
man?
me switch my mic real quick.
Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Ran?
So, what's the difference between artificial lightning and organic lightning?
Oh, cool. Yes. Let me explain that. I will. Let me answer Adrian's follow-up question real quick. What's a linear absolute value and what's a quadratic absolute value? Okay, cool. So, Adrian, real quick, you had 2 situations here, right? We had this question and this question, right? This is what's called linear, because whatever is inside the absolute value only goes up to the power of x to the 1. This is quadratic, because whatever is inside of the absolute value goes up to the power of x squared. X squareds are quadratics. Things that are just x is linear. If you have x squared plus x plus like whatever, this is a quadratic. X squared plus like numbers is linear. Yeah, linear versus quadratic. Linear stuff is a line, quadratic stuff is a curve. That's also a thing. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Could you let me screenshot? Yeah, one sec. Let me I'll just save them for you. I got you, dude. Download current page. We'll call this Atrian 1212. Let me put that in there for you. And then this one. You're very welcome. Okay, Ran, you want to go over artificial lightning and real lightning? That's actually kind of a cool thing. So do you know how lightning occurs? Do you know why lightning occurs? Actually, kind of cool.
No.
You don't know? Okay,
I
that's all
kind
right.
of forgot. I kind of need like a refresher.
Yeah, no, I got you, dude. I got you, dude. Here, let me get like a cool picture. There's probably a cool picture. Lightning diagram for kids. Yes. Is it really positive charges on the ground? Is that really how this works? Oh, it is positive charges on the. I didn't know the ground was positively charged. The ground was negatively charged. Oh, lightning can actually like go different directions. Oh, there's different types of lightning, dude. That's pretty cool.
I didn't know that. That it was just
Yeah.
like two types.
Yeah, no, apparently like okay, this is very cool. So, all right, very cool. I'm learning some stuff today as well, dude. That's cool. I like learning shit. All right. One second. Let me clear the clipboard. Let me paste this in. Okay. The basic concept between lightning is that you have what are called positive and negative charges in the world, right? And when you have a lot of one type of charge and a lot of a different type of charge, that creates like tension, and like it wants to relieve that tension by having, for instance, these negative charge jump towards the positive ones. You ever held like a magnet, right? Like next to each other, and they want to come together and whatnot. It's the same thing with charges. Like things can have charge on them and whatnot. And so in the world, in the natural world, what happens, you have rain clouds that will build up different charges, whether it's negative or positive. And I believe they do this because of the temperature difference. So, for instance, hot air will rise, and hot air will cause the positive charges to stay up here, whereas the cold air will sink and will cause the lower part of the cloud, right, I guess here to have a negative charge on it, is what it is. And then the ground can have different positive or negative charges just depending on like what's going on. Like things change. Like for instance, if a bunch of like negative charges leave the ground through like moisture and whatnot, what's up, Nick? Then the ground will be left as positive. When things are neutral, they have an equal amount of positive and negative charges. Okay, but if one thing leaves, then the other thing makes it like positive or negative. Now, what can happen is eventually the difference between these two things can become so great that the charges can, what we say, arc. We call this like arcing, is what it is. And they will jump across the air. Like the air will conduct electricity. Like if there's enough of like a tension between two things, then the air becomes a conductor. Usually the air is not a conductor. You know, usually you can't have electricity go through air. But if there's a lot of what we call voltage, a lot of like potential difference, then you will have those charges just jump across the air. And that's why you see lightning. And apparently you could have different types of lightning, right? You can have lightning from one cloud to another, right? So for instance, if you have a really negative part of the cloud that gets close to a positive part of a cloud, you can have the lightning jump between the two clouds, right? It doesn't even touch the ground. It's just lightning, just like, right?
That's like gravity, or like.
Well, gravity doesn't. Gravity doesn't really affect the charges. Gravity only affects things that have weight or like mass, and charges are very, very light. They don't really have much charge, so gravity doesn't really push electricity anywhere. But yes, you can also have, for instance, lightning happening between the cloud and the ground, and that can happen between the negative part of the cloud and the positive part of the ground. So that would be like a low lightning. Or you can have it between the positive part of the cloud up here and the negative part of the ground. That creates like a really like tall lightning is what it looks like. So, yeah, that's cool. Bunch of different. But okay, so that's natural lightning, right? That's you know,
Okay.
yeah. That's organic lightning. You know, there's all these cool little diagrams of this. Cloud to cloud lightning, like what? Oh man, this is so cool, dude. What? I didn't know there was all this cool shit on lightning, dude. What? I thought like just the ground gets charged or something, and but yeah, no.
Now, what about artificial lightning?
Exactly,
Like, is it possible to create it?
It is, and I'll show you. So again, this is natural lightning, right? And what happens is because you have a bunch of weather shit where like hot air is rising, cold air is going down. This creates like charges in different parts of the cloud. Which yes, you can have lightning between the cloud, or you can have it between that and the ground. But yeah, you asked like, can we do this like artificially? Can we create lightning? That's how you make the Flash. That is how you make the Flash, Nick. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, like the superhero character, the Flash? Is that how was he made that way? Really, from lightning? He got zapped or something?
So there was this guy, Harrison Wells. He built like this machine called the particle accelerator, and it's like a long story. But I was just gonna give it like a long story short something. So.
But what? He got stuck in the collider or something, and that's how he became the Flash.
No, he got struck by lightning because he was holding on to this metal chain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So his body got, I would say, hit with dark matter. Kind of. Yeah. So that's really good. I would give you like the whole story, but it takes a while.
It's all right. I'll go through it at some point. Okay, but here you want to wonder how like we can make lightning artificially? You can actually do it yourself with like even just a balloon. Have you ever seen like using a balloon to like make your hair stand up or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of a cool. This is called static electricity, is what this is. So what happens is if you take a balloon, for instance, and you rub it against your head and whatnot, you generate friction, which will actually remove the electrons in your hair, and they will stick to the balloon. Okay. Now, when they stick to the balloon, right, they've left your hair. So your hair, which used to be neutral and have positive and negative charges, now just has positive charges. All right. And because your hair is all positively charged, it kind of like positive repels positive. So it ends up like kind of sticking up. It kind of like bouncing away from each other is what it is.
I didn't even get it. Like, sorry.
No, you're good. So, that's what happens. See, if you have charges that are the same on two things, they repel. It's like trying to push two magnets together that like, don't want to be together. That's how that works. But yeah, so you can create charge on your head by like rubbing a balloon, and then now you're positively charged. So if you touch something negative, technically electricity will jump. There will be a really tiny spark between you and the negative thing, and that's how you can create like that. That's called an arc. Again, it's an arc, and that's how you can create like little mini lightnings. Now, if you wanted to do this whole hair thing, but like automate it and do it like really rapidly and whatnot, what you get is what's called a Van de Graaff generator. Okay, a Van de Graaff generator. Yeah, this is a Van de. You see this person with their hair like sticking up and whatnot, like crazy. So
I'll do a second last. Sorry, ping me when it's time for the prizes.
Well, the prizes are gonna be on Friday. If you didn't read the announcement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, read the announcement, dude. I make announcements for a reason. Okay. A Van de Graaff generator is cool because what it has is it has like a belt that kind of simulates like the balloon, and it spins it around like really, really quickly. And what that does is that creates charge on this metal sphere that like if you touch, it'll cause like your hair to like stick up because all that positive charge goes into you and your hair starts going like crazy. And what you can do is you can get something next to it that's negative, and it'll cause it to spark. So here's like where is it? Van de Graaff. I haven't gone to Discord all day. Oh, good for you, Nick. Van de Graaff generation spark. Watch, you can kind of watch this. This is kind of cool. So.
This is a Van de Graaff, or to give it its common name, big shiny.
So he's got this thing, and then look at this. You see how I can create like little mini lightning and whatnot?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because this pole he's holding is negative, and then this belt here is creating a big positive charge. And he can make his hair stand up and stuff. Yeah, that's super cool. Now, what's really cool is that some people will use these to make music. Like, they'll make, like, huge Tesla coils. And, like, watch this. And, like, so this is, like, super dope. I love this guy.
I'm a dad.
Oh, Jesus. All these ads.
I hate ads.
Right, here we go. Watch this. But you can use it to like play music.
It looks so edited.
No, this is real.
Yeah, I know, but it looks
But-
so edited.
And then you can do the stuff where like where the people can like they can wear these suits and they can be like being hit by it. Well, one sec. This is pretty cool when they do arc attack. Yeah, what is this? There's one where like he's like getting zapped by the lightning, but no. Where's the one? Maybe it's this one. There you go. Yeah, he wears like a metal suit and like you see how he's like getting like beamed by it. The metal suit protects him. Yeah, because the electricity runs through the suit and into the ground, and so it doesn't ever actually like hit him.
I think kind of like timing it too for this one.
Yeah, isn't that cool? What'd you say, Rand?
Yeah. It's kind of like he's timing you with the sand when he's moving.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But honestly, like the electric generators are just like running. He's just being conducted by it. But yeah, cool.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Did you learn a little bit about like electricity and lightning and stuff?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Good job.
I actually needed that too, and I actually wanted to learn that.
Good, dude. Yeah, no, I'm glad, dude. That's a cool topic, honestly. And like I learned some stuff too, man. I learned about I learned about I didn't know clouds can have lightning between themselves. That's pretty cool. Nice. All right, let's see. What else? What other questions do we got coming up? Let's see. Grim, we got your question, dude. Grim. Oh, dude, thank you for the hydrate. I do need the hydrate. Thank you. Why is my bridge not working? Why is none of this stuff working? One sec. What happened to Sammy? Twitch. What's wrong with Twitch? Come on, dude. Oh, token is expired. How do I in Twitch connections, one sec. Where do I do it? One sec, I need to. Okay, there we go. Now that should have worked. Okay, all right. Now the Twitch rewards are gonna work again. Water, yes, there we go. Thank you, dude. Yeah. Sorry, there was a software thing I had to fix. All right, where's Grim? Grim has a question. If Grim doesn't show up, I'll do teacups. Here, I'll pull Grim's in just in case he shows up. This is good stuff. And then Dot products. Yeah, these are good. Dot products are great. This is another good one. And then let me see what's up, Obama? I feel
sleeping, bro.
Have I been sleeping? What? Have you been sleeping?
Well, Grim.
I don't know where Grim is, dude. Was he playing Warzone with you guys?
Nah,
dude. Yo, we played that one Roblox zombie game. That game was super fun, dude.
Bro, I didn't know you guys. Grim said he was gonna tell you about it. I'm like, no way, you're actually gonna play. It takes too long to beat. Like,
we got
no beating, but like
we got to like level like 23 or 24, and then we just let ourselves get killed by the zombies because I was just like, dude, it was like an
bro,
hour.
me and Grim are
15 minutes.
insane, bro. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, we're the best duo in that game. We're like demons, bro.
It's
Not
just
even
the two of
joking.
you, just the two of you guys that do it.
Well, with like two other randos, but they don't help us. It's just me and him.
Yeah, dude.
basically, 'cause
We
we're
had
five-
dude. It was me, Grim, Shifter. I think Rand. Were you playing with
Yeah, but
us?
like, even know the good combos, like for guns,
Yeah.
like all that stuff.
Yo, the AUG is like super good.
Yeah, I haven't played in a while, but there is a couple good gun combinations, like the freeze gun or something like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Dude, I wanted to play, bro. I didn't know you were actually gonna
Yeah,
play
dude. We played it on Friday, dude. We played it, dude.
Bro, come on, bro.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna play the football game, but I don't know. Rand didn't.
Oh, I wasn't there, bro. I was busy that day.
Yeah, you're busy that day. Oh damn, dude, this flight is $87. Excuse me,
Can we play it on Friday?
Damn.
dude. Holy shit, that's really low. That's got to be a mistake. What? $87 for a flight?
That's cheap.
That's very cheap. What the hell? Who the fuck pays $87 for a flight? I think I might have to like buy that, dude. That's nuts. What? $87? $87 for LAX to New Orleans. Oh wow. That's a stupid low price. Whatever. Okay. Teacup. Teacup, you here? You want to do a question? Teacup. Teacup. Yes, yes. All right, you want to hop in the VC or you can't hop on the VC? It's just easier if you're in the VC. Because the Twitch is delayed. Flight to where? To New Orleans. So, yeah, I got selected, guys, for this conference. Here, I'll pull it up for you guys.
Is it the where you made the video?
Yes, I made the video. I made the video for this one. Yeah,
Yo,
here,
I'm in it though.
You are in it, dude. Yeah. Here it is, dude.
Bro, my grade has improved much more, even from last year.
Good, dude. So here, this is there a way for me to view this in a whole new window? Okay, there we go. Oh.
I'm in it like 3 times.
Can I see this? I just want, man. One sec. I want to view this, but not like in my whole email. Where was it? FETC.
Teacup wasn't around when that happened, right? Like all those pictures.
What? Which one? What pictures?
Like all of like the what's it called? The gym ones.
Yeah.
Like, Ethan and Teacup. None of the new people were there, right?
Yeah. No. Well, no. I think I had Teacup in one of those pictures. Here, let me open this.
No, yeah, but like you had some old ones, like super old ones. I remember my profile.
I did. Whatever. You can see my email. I don't care at this point, honestly. Who gives a fuck? All right. Anyways, yeah. So this was it. So I applied to this conference to do like it was like a competition for like talking about what we do here at Actual Education, and we got selected as one of the 5 finalists for this competition. It's in New Orleans in January. So late January, I got to fly to New Orleans to go talk to a bunch of people about Actual Education and hopefully like get some people to send us some money so I can start, paying for more prizes. Yeah, so very cool.
9 a.m., bro?
Yeah, so
We can get more members too.
we can get more members too. Yeah, exactly. So this is a cool thing that we got accepted to. So I got to get flights to New Orleans, and I just got the email saying that like flights had dropped to $87. I was like, what? It's $87 to fly to New Orleans? Like that's nuts. Okay. Anyways.
Do you have gold?
Pardon?
How much emails do you have?
I have a lot of emails. I do a lot of things. So like a lot of people email me.
Well, I need one of my. I think I have 2 of mine named Big Rectum.
Big Rectum?
Huh. Yeah.
You want to get yourself a professional email at some point?
Let me open it.
He's like, let me open Big Rectum.
Well, yeah, I have my normal one.
Yeah.
None of them are weird like that. Hold on.
Was
Let
it
me
Radical Week says
screenshot.
I pasted my assignment into OpenAI chat and it's apparently coherent answer. Yeah. Was this is this Chat GPT, right? Yeah, this is actually here. Let me show this. This is a big thing. I think it's called Chat GPT. Yeah, Chat GPT. This is kind of cool. You can ask it like different things like oh, I gotta create an account. Ugh, well, I'll do this later. But anyways, they have like these AI like machine learning things that can like write like pretty coherent like sentences and stuff and whatnot because it uses like all these other essays that are out there in the world to train a computer to be able to create essays as well. Yeah, people do it a lot of times now. They're talking about this like being the death of like English classes, right? Like of like writing English papers because you can just have a bot write it now. It's just like what? Wow, that's pretty crazy.
That's not
TikTok thing.
Yeah. Is it? It's a TikTok thing. Is what you're saying?
Oh, I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah. I mean, you see
have
it.
it-
I mean, you see a lot of things on TikTok. But yes, you're right. It's the new popular thing. It's like this AI art is also very popular and whatnot. It's pretty cool. It deals with what's called machine learning, which is basically like if you give a computer a bunch of examples of things that are like, here's the input, here's the output, it can eventually learn like what to do when given another input. So like if I trained a computer on like all the recipes in the world, like it learned all the like ways to make a cake or whatnot. And then I was like, okay, cool. Here, computer, I'm going to give you these ingredients. What cake would I make? And it would be like, I know based on all the other recipes of cake, I know what cake you want to make with this. It's it's pretty cool stuff. But okay, cool. Teacup, are you here? Are you in the chat? Where's Teacup? I see Teacup in the VC. I don't hear him. Yeah, it's insane.
Everyone's.
Yes, hi. I'm here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. You can be in the Twitch, I guess. It's just
Okay,
my
bye.
idea.
I'm gonna go on this.
All right, bye. Obama, you know about the award ceremony on Friday, right?
The what?
The award ceremony on Friday, right? Where I'm doing the prizes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just make sure you show up to that one so that like if you win the Xbox controller, you can get the Xbox controller.
Yeah, I need that badly.
Okay, good. Then make sure you show up. All right, cool.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Bye,
what's
Rand.
Teacup side return. Okay, cool. All right, this is asking what is this dotted with this, right? These, do you know what these are called, Teacup? What is this called when I have like a bunch of numbers here? Like technically, actually, they should be written like this. It should be written with like the carets is what they should be. Coordinates, yeah, these would usually be points, right? If we had like x comma y, these would be like, for instance, like this would be a point, right? X comma y, all right? They are called vectors. Yes, good. Whenever you have them with this means vector, okay? So this would be the coordinate x comma y. But let's say, for instance, here we had like bracket x comma y. That refers to a vector that points from the origin to that point, okay? Vectors are like arrows. They have what we call like magnitude. So this is like how long the arrow is. And they also have a direction. Like in this case, it would be like, I don't know, like negative 30 degrees or something would be the direction, all right? Vectors are important because a lot of times you'll have, for instance, forces that are acting in different ways. Like I could be like pushing on something, right, in this direction, but then someone's also helping me push in this direction, and I want to know like how much are we pushing like in this direction. This is where dot products come into case. So if I, for instance, have, let's call this a vector A1, okay, or let's just call this vector A. And usually they write vectors like this. They'll put like an arrow over it, okay? And then let's say we have another vector, which we're going to call here vector B, all right? If I want to find, what is this saying? Fix this? What's wrong? Add admin? Yeah, stop. If I want to figure out the amount, do you see how like vector B here, right, has what we call like, has components. So it has what we would say like is an amount that's perpendicular to A, so we would call this like B perp. You see how this is the component of B that's perpendicular to A. Perpendicular means 90 degrees. And then it also has a component that is parallel to A. I would call this like B parallel, okay? So what are we finding? Good. So if I do, for instance, A, and I dot product that, which means dot, it looks like multiply, okay? I multiply that by B. This is equal to the same thing as the length of A, which this is what this means magnitude. This means like length times the length of B parallel. So times this. So it's this length times this length, okay? So this is the length of B parallel, okay? Now here's the cool thing. What's up, Philip? Is that you can do this in terms of angles, right? Because this is a theta here, right? If you wanted to know what this component was out of this, right, we would say that B parallel is equal to B cosine theta, right? And so that's the other way that this is written. This is going to be written as magnitude of A times the magnitude of B times the cosine of theta. That's a way to do a dot product in terms of, you know, when you have like magnitudes and directions, like angles between them. I thought B parallel is the hypotenuse. No, the hypotenuse is this one. This one is the hypotenuse because it's the longest one out of this triangle, right? B perp and B parallel. This is the longest part. That's how to do it with magnitudes and directions. Oh, okay. B arrow. Yes, it is the hypotenuse. Yeah. Well, I see B arrow equal sign. I don't know what that means. Okay, but you can do this also in terms of coordinates. Okay. So if, for instance, I have two coordinates right here and I want to dot product them, the way to do that is to multiply the corresponding parts by each other and then add them together. That's what it is. Okay. So if we have it in this form, right, the way to do this would be 3 times minus 5, right? That's the first part. That's this one and this one. Plus 3 times 5, right? That's the second one with the second one. Plus 3 times negative 1, okay? So that's going to be negative 15 plus 15 minus 3. These are going to cancel, and so you get that your final answer here is just equal to negative 3. Yes. Good job. Cool. Nice job, dude. What's up, Ran?
Is semester gonna reset or no?
Semester never resets. There's additional tiers.
Is there anyone in front of me?
I'll do
What
yours real
about when
quick. You're here, dude.
people go upstairs?
All right. What's up, Philip? What do you need help with? This whole question?
Yeah, we can go over it. It's
All right.
so we're doing uniform circular motion, but
Good.
this question
Yeah.
kind of brings back like everything.
Yes, it does.
So good review.
Okay, good. Yeah. So you know that so when things are moving around, right, in where's my circle? When things are moving around in a circle, right?
Centripetal force.
There's not really a force, but there's a centripetal acceleration. Oh, dude, thanks for the follow, dude, man.
It's not a real force, but there's something pulling you to the center.
Yeah, there always needs to be some restoring force, right, that creates an acceleration to pull you in, right? And that acceleration needs to be equal to v squared over r. What's up, Weirdo Void? I'm back. What's up, Sam? Okay. So here we go. A 1 kilogram ball is attached to one Rubik's Cube and spun in a circle, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Because it is pulled down by gravity, the ball and the string dip below the horizontal plane.
That's what I was getting confused.
What the
with.
fuck?
Like, what does it mean
Excuse
by
me?
that? Like a dip below the.
Oh! You know what I think this person's doing? I think this person's like doing this. They're spinning it this way. Kind of like a halo.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then what does it mean by like dip below the horizontal plane?
Okay, because let's say that like this is like the sky and whatnot, right? And then it's gonna be here. I could probably do a. Do you see how kind of it's gonna like, it's gonna, what is this? 25 degrees, right? Do you see how it's gonna spin kind of like at an angle, right?
Yeah.
The string dips,
I understand.
right? Because this person's like, oh, look, I'm like spinning this shit around, right? I think this is what they mean. They mean this is 25 degrees. If this is 25 degrees, right, then this is also 25 degrees, right?
Yeah.
Because by the parallel axis, whatever the fuck, transversal thing. Okay, so if we look at the ball here, right, let's just call this the ball. What forces do we have in the ball?
So we have force of tension.
Good. Which is
that like diagonal.
Yeah, it's probably going to pull this way, right? This is going to be like the force of tension. Okay.
So we can call that force of tension.
Yeah, and then what else do we have?
Left, we got force of gravity.
We got force of gravity pulling down, right? Okay.
Always down.
Always down.
And then we have two non-existent like force vectors.
Well,
Fx and Fy.
Yeah, so
well, we don't write those, but we had to use those.
Right. Well, okay, so if this thing is moving around in a circle, right? Let me think. Moving around in a circle, right? Right, okay. That means there needs to be a centripetal acceleration pointing this way, right?
Inside,
there has to be AC pulling straight in, okay. Which is going to be dependent, right, on on right. The force of tension is what's going to provide that AC, right?
Yeah. So the
Um,
force of tension is kind of like the hypotenuse in this situation.
yes, it is. It is exactly right. So these are the forces on the ball. There's really just tension and there's gravity and then they're spinning this thing. Trying to figure out like what this angle would be though. Okay,
Wouldn't
I
it
think
just be 25?
I think this is the 20.
Because-
I think this is the 25 degrees right here. I think this is what it is.
That is okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me think about that. Ugh, it's gross. Okay, so this is 25.
That will be the inside will also be 25.
This will be 90. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, because this and this should be 90.
Mhm. So yeah, you're right. In between the force of tension and force of gravity.
Right, that should be 25 degrees. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that means that the force of tension in the string, right, Ft, we only care about the x direction, right? So that means that
FX.
Ft sine of 25 degrees, right, that's going to have to equal Fx, which is going to have to equal mv squared over r.
X equals
Right?
Ft sine of 25. And that is equal to the acceleration, which is just mass v squared over the radius.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then
Determine the centripetal force. Yeah, so this is the centripetal force. It is this, right? Yeah, you have the mass, right? Do they have the velocity?
no. Which, I mean, we could probably figure it out.
I feel like you need it. One sec.
Where's the velocity equation for this?
Well, one sec. I think
Velocity is its diameter over time, so which is 2 pi r over the period it takes for one rotation.
Let me see. Yeah, but we don't know anything about like. There's got to be a balancing of the forces here. Is actually what there is. One sec. I'm drawing something wrong here. It happens. Because honestly, like they should have included a diagram in this.
Well, yeah, because dip below the horizontal plane doesn't
Yeah,
tell me
right.
enough.
Yeah, what? It's because it's spun in a circle overhead. Like this would make sense to me if it was spun like below, but like we're spinning it above. And then what was it? They say that like the string dip.
Yeah.
The ball and the string dip.
So, like, do you think it's like being like in a circle at an angle? You know what I'm talking about? Instead of like straight up, it's like 25 degrees, like the arm.
I think it's like
That's how it's
straight
like-
down is what it is because it is pulled down by gravity. They dip below the horizontal plane.
So, like, how would I explain this?
Like, okay, to me, like, here, this is what I think would happen. Like, I know they're saying they swing it overhead, but this is the only way I see that this could work, is that if you have a block here, right, and you have some string, right, which is, right, can provide some tension right here, okay, and then let's say this is equal right here to 25 degrees, okay, then gravity pulls down, right?
Yep.
Okay. In order for this thing to stay at this angle of 25 degrees, right, what I'm going to need is I'm going to need that Ty, the tension in the y direction, is going to have to equal the force of gravity, okay?
Okay.
This to me makes more sense. Like, okay, because here's what you get. So I get that, so T sine of 25 degrees has to equal mg, okay? Do you see how now I can solve for T? Because I have m and I have g, right?
Yeah.
This
got
makes it
you.
easy. I can solve for this now. I know T is equal to what is it? It was mass was 1, so it's 9.8 over sine of 25 degrees. Cool.
Oh,
Right.
we just use 10. I don't know why.
Dude,
we
that's
did
so
10.
lazy, dude. What? No. That is
Like
so
in the
lazy.
physics
Dude.
test, they say we can use 10
Yeah.
for physics 1.
Let's see.
Due to mass and
9.8 divided by
gravity.
the sine of 25 degrees, right? Okay. Yeah, so that would just be like 23 newtons, right? Okay. Now from this, you can then figure out what the centripetal force is, and you can figure out the velocity, right? Because that's Tx. So Tx, which would equal T cosine of 25 degrees, right? So that's 23 times the cosine of 25 degrees. That gets me 21 newtons, okay? So that's what I would know is like the centripetal force. And then from this, I can figure out the speed, right? Because once I know what the centripetal force is, right? Once I know what the force is that's providing the centripetal acceleration, right? 21 is then going to equal to mv squared over r, which again, this is just 1, this is 1, right? So v is equal to the square root of 21. Which is 4.6 meters per second. That's how I think it should be done, honestly, Philip, because like you have to have some of this tension needs to cancel out one of these. If I have this, for instance, right, and I just have the force of gravity pulling down, and the tension pulling down and gravity pulling this way.
The force of gravity pulling down, yeah.
Yeah, no, I need something to oppose this to keep this still, right? I need some force that keeps it up.
Yeah, so that's why force of tension had to have been up.
Yeah. Yeah, it just has. It's just this question is just like worded really weirdly. Yeah.
That's how like most of my questions are. So like sometimes the group chat be like debating with each other how to even like start the problem.
Yeah.
It's funny. But and then so hold up. For the TX, the tension in the X direction, we just plugged in the tension cosine 25, right?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the
I got
tension.
21.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I got.
Is that what you got? Okay.
Yeah. Around 21. Yeah.
So then that would equal to 21 is equal to mass times velocity squared over r. Mass is 1. Radius is also 1. So those just basically don't exist. 21 is equal to v squared. Square root of that is more than 3, less than 5.
Yeah. 4.6.
Okay. 4.6 meters per second.
Yeah. No, I think I said that's just the speed of the ball, right?
Yep. And then what else doesn't want in the question?
I think that's it, right? It just wants the centripetal force. We got that. Speed of the ball.
Force. So the centripetal force would be the would that be the TX or the TY?
That's the TX. TX. That's the force that points in the same. That's what points in the same direction of the centripetal acceleration. It's what's responsible for it.
All right, that makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
I've been like, our class has been struggling with like gravitation. I feel like that's really hard.
Oh well, you can always get problems like that, dude. I'm happy to help you guys with that, dude. Like, you know.
I mean, if you don't have anybody else, I can post another question.
Let me see. I might have someone. Let me check. Let me give you a bond coin real quick, just for answer the question. Good job. Weirdo Void's got a question. Where's Weirdo Void? One sec. Let me do Weirdo Void. Then look, I can do. Get me another picture of a question, Philip, if you want. Weirdo Void. Where's your question, Weirdo Void? You can do your question now, dude. Where is it? Where that, bruh? Or doctors? He's typing, dude. Dude, we got a couple here. John 953, Majito. Okay, cool. Let's do this real quick. This is just an average question. This is fine. This is me, Weirdo Void, he says. Okay, cool. For 4 weeks, a man's average wage was $41 per week. For the next 6 weeks, his average wage was $30 a week. What was his average weekly wage for the 10 weeks? Okay, this isn't too bad. Ethan, you are, but I don't see you in the chat, dude. You got to say hi in the chat. Okay, doctor. So the way to do this, right, is to always do like what the amount is, right, times what that average is, and then add them up and then divide by the total like weeks and whatnot. Okay. So for 4 weeks, his wage is $41. So I'm going to do 4 weeks times $41, okay? Plus 6 weeks times $38, okay? And then I'm going to divide by the total number of weeks, which is going to be 4 plus 6. This is called a weighted average. Yeah, this is how you have like any sort of weighted average. Does that make sense how you do that, doctor? Does it make sense, dude? Yeah, you've been told that. Yeah. Well, but do you understand why though? You know, This is also like, you know, let's say, for instance, you have, like, your grades are, like, 20% quizzes, like, 50% tests, and, I don't know, 30% homework, right? And let's say that your grade in this was, like, I don't know, let's say you got 80 on quizzes, you got 90s on your tests, and you got, like, 95s on your homework, right? Yeah, everything weighs differently. Yeah. The way to do this, it's always the weight times the amount. So in this case, it would be 20% is the same thing as 0.2 times 80 plus the other weight, 0.50 times 90 plus the other weight, which is 30% times 95. And then you divide it by adding up all the weights, which is 0.2 plus 0.5 plus 0.3, or, you know, like that. This will end up equaling 1. So then you just you multiply these together, and it gets it. Yeah. Well, stay in the chat, Ethan. Stay in the chat, dude. Yeah. Don't leave. I don't ping people. If you're in the chat, then I'll do your question. I'm not gonna go out of my way to ping people, like, to remind them. Okay. So doctor, to do this one. Okay. Again, it's the weight, right? 4 weeks times the $41, 6 weeks times the $38, and then you add up the weights, right? So it's always like weight times value all over adding all the weights. Okay? And then this is pretty easy to do. Oh my god. I don't know why this skin never fucking loads, dude.
The gold skin.
I need the gold skin, dude. Like, it doesn't default. I don't get it, dude. It's also like broken. Like, there we go. Now it's better.
There you go.
There we go. Much better. Okay, so if we want to do this math-wise, this is pretty easy. So this is 4 times. Oh, who got Halo theme? Pug got. Oh, this is Obama's other account. Plus 6 times 38. Okay, equals that divided by 10, right? Because 4 plus 6 is 10. So you get the total here, which is going to be, he on average makes $39.20. Does that make sense, doctor? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, let me do Ethan's, and then I'll do yours, Philip. Let's see, where's Ethan? Ethan, where's your question, dude? What? Gotta go find it, dude. There's so many things in this chat.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Ethan. What's up, dude? I'm trying to find your question.
Yeah.
Trying to find your question. Oh, I think I have it here. It's number 5?
Yes.
Okay, cool. A woman borrows $3,000 to help pay for a car. She agrees to pay the money back over 2 years, paying simple interest at 9% per year. Calculate the simple interest on $3,000 at a 9% per annum for 2 years. Okay.
Do you think you'll ever have time?
What do you mean I'll ever have time? I have time right now. I'm doing it right now.
Okay, Brandon.
Like what? What the fuck is a simple interest equation? I know what it is with like compound. Is it compounded every year? What the fuck is simple interest, dude? Is simple interest the same as compound interest? I forget sometimes. Simple interest versus compound interest. What's the difference? Yes. Okay. So simple interest is only calculated on the principal. Oh. Okay. Cool. That's fine. All right. How simple interest works? Okay. Is that you look the principal, right? Is how much you owe, right? Which right here is $3,000. Okay. And they're saying she's gonna pay 9% of the principal every year. Okay. So how do you figure out what's 9% of 3,000? Do you know how to do that, Ethan?
Divided?
Divided by what?
9 divided by 3,000?
No. Nope. Do you know how to find? Do you know how to find percentages of things? Like, what's 50% of $100?
50% of $100.
Yes, is what?
Wait, do you ever divide by like 100 or something?
You don't divide by anything.
Multiply.
Multiply. Thank you. There we go.
Okay.
You do divide the percentage by 100 technically, right? Don't worry, that has nothing to do with this 100. Like, let's say for instance I wanted 50% of $20, right? You do divide this by 100 to technically get 0.5, and then you do 0.5 times 20, okay? Which that ends up equaling $10. That's why 50% of $20 is $10, which should make sense, right? It's like, what's half of $20, right? Okay, so knowing that, how do I get what 9% of 3,000 is?
I think you multiply, right?
Yes, what do you multiply?
I already forgot.
Okay. How do I convert 9% into a decimal? What did we? Well, we just did it like 30 seconds ago. So either you weren't paying attention, or you're a fucking goldfish.
Goldfish brains, really?
Okay. How did I get 50% into a decimal? Do you remember what I did? What did I do? Thank you, Nick. You divide by 100. You divide by 100. Okay.
I did say divide before, but you never mind.
Well, you said 3,000 divided by 9, which is just wrong. That's not it. You can't just say just randomly divide by things. Like 9% converted to a decimal, I do 9 divided by 100. That's what I do. That's how I convert percentages into decimals. Remember that, Ethan, okay? So if I want to do 9%, you could do it with the calculator. If you really want to do it with the calculator, you can, or you can just move the decimal 2 places. 9 divided by 100 is 0.09. So I have 0.09, right? And then what do I do in order to figure out what the percentage of something is? Did I say 101?
Sorry, I had internet issues. Sorry.
Okay. How do I find 9% of 3,000? I convert this to a decimal first, okay, by dividing by 100, and then I'm going to multiply them together is what I'm going to do, okay? So I'm going to do 0.09 times 3,000, okay? And that's going to equal 270, all right? That's the interest that I have to pay, the simple interest, okay, each year. Per annum means per year, okay? So if I'm paying back the money over 2 years, I'm going to have to do this twice. So the answer for part A is going to be 2 times $270. So you're going to pay $540 in interest, okay? So if I paid $540 in interest, that's like the cost to borrow money. Like, interest is like, if someone gives you money and is like, "Hey, give this to me back later," they usually charge you for that. And that's what interest is, okay? So what?
I think my battery's about to die.
Okay.
Can I at least talk to you in the chat if to make it a bit quicker?
Can you what?
Like, can we try to make it a bit quicker before the battery dies?
Why don't you get a charger?
Oh, right. I can't think about charging because that would be ridiculous.
You can't get a charger? Charge your stuff, guys. What? Come on, guys. What? What do you mean your phone is... These are basic life skills you need to have. Like, keep your stuff charged. I can't make things quicker because I got to teach you. Yeah. My phone lasts 100% of 20 minutes. It's too funny, Teacup. Yeah. No, it's you know, we gotta learn, right? I can't just like speed through. Like, there's no point to you guys just like getting points for like just not doing anything. Like, what is this? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, you gotta like, yeah. All right, get a new phone. Stop, Nick. All right, so if you pay $540 in interest, okay, what's the total amount you have to pay back, Ethan?
Is there a way we have to figure it out, like divide, multiply, or something?
No, that's just like asking, like, do we have to do no. There's no dividing or multiplying. You got to think, Ethan. We got to think here. Let's think. Let's put on our big thinking caps here. Okay, I borrowed $3,000. Okay, And then because I borrowed it, I had to pay like a fee. Like that's what interest is. It's like a charge in order to borrow the money. What we calculated in part A was how much that fee would be. It's 9% of the total amount each year. 9% of that $3,000 is $270. I have to do that twice because I'm borrowing it for 2 years. That's why the fee or the interest is $540. Does that make sense? Mr. Bean's coming out, dude.
His phone died.
Kind of. All right. Well, okay. My battery died. Okay. Well, here, we can come to your question next time. I need you guys need to charge your phones. I can't be there. I can't hold your hand everywhere, dude. Philip, where's your question?
I posted it in office hours.
Where did you post it, dude?
Number 4.
Oh, I see it, dude. I got you, dude.
Do I need a no, okay.
Yeah, there you go. I got you, dude.
This is all gravity, so
It's all gravy. Earth and Okay.
So for a massive Earth is 5.98 times 10 to the 24th. Massive Sun is 1.99 times 10 to the 30th. The radius is 1.5 times 10 to the 11th.
1.9 times 10 to the 11th?
1.5 times 10.
Is that meters or kilometers?
This is meters.
And then was okay. What was the mass?
I think it's
5.97 times 10 to the
yeah. I have 5.98 times 10 to the 24th.
That's in kilograms, which is okay.
Yeah, they're
yeah,
all
good. Yeah, these are all in kilograms, right? Is the sun really only times 10 to the 30th?
Oh no, it's probably it has to be.
No, you're right. 1.99 times 10 to the 30th. That's kilograms. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Determine the magnitude of the gravitational force. All right, there's an equation for this.
So force equals G_mm over R squared.
Yeah,
or
big
M1,
big
M2.
G M1 M2
M2
over R
over
squared.
the radius squared.
Good. Okay. This is a constant, right? This is 6.67.
Yeah, 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11.
No. Oh, yeah, you're right.
No, it's 10 to the negative 11. Where'd
Which
you
one's
get
the what?
34
Yeah,
from?
where is my? There is something that's times 10 to the minus 34. One sec.
I have no clue what that is.
The fuck is? Yeah, which one's the times 10 to the minus 34? Okay, whatever. Okay, right, and then you
So
just
I
have to.
plug that into my calculator. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 3.528 times 10 to the 22nd.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, because what is this? This is
Okay.
10 to the 24th,
So-
10 to the 30th, so that's gonna be 10 to the 54, right? So you got 10 to the 54, and then you got minus 11 is gonna be 10 to the 43, and then you have 10 to the 43 divided by, if this is squared, that's divided by 10 to the 22nd. So yeah, this is around 10 to the 21, 10 to the 22. That's how you can see like you're approximately correct,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, so that's what I got. So now
Good.
for part B, it wants the greatest magnitude of the gravitational force. So what I thought was the greatest magnitude is like when they're in orbit is when they're closest together.
Correct. Yes.
So
Yeah.
I googled that and they said the radius is approximately 3.39 times 10 to the 7.
So, okay. Yeah, the reason for this is that, so orbits in space are not perfectly circular, right? They're kind of,
They're ellipses, yeah.
they're ellipses, right? And things change, right? Based, so I think the question here is assuming that they're circular though. Like, I don't think they're meaning for you to,
I mean, I just like Googled when they're the closest because
Yeah, but but
says, like,
right, but in an
sun's at a focus or something.
Right, exactly. But 1.5 AU, what's it interesting? Kilometers. Or just meters.
228 million kilometers.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, you see how they say like it yeah, it's cuz it's kind of like it's an oval is what it is. Yeah, eccentricity. Eccentricity means it's not perfectly circular.
Yeah, cuz one is a circle and then
I think wait. Eccentricity for circle, is it? No, 0. No, eccentricity of 0 is a circle. Yes.
So then
so this it's close. 0.09 is close to 0, so it's almost circular. So whatever. So this is 228 times 10 to the 6 kilometers. So that's 228 times 10 to the 9th meters, right? I think that's what they want you to do. So this is radius the sun Earth, right? Radius of the sun Mars is 226 times 10 to the 9th, right?
Yeah.
So
I guess.
I think they want you to use these two radii is what they want you to use. So they want to do like this. One sec. Okay. They
I mean, I
want
have
to
a packet. Like, so we have a take-home quiz, and it has a packet that says, let's see, the mean radius of. Well, no, it just gives me like the diameter,
Yeah,
revolution,
this-
rotation.
Yeah.
Doesn't
This is
really
what you
tell
want.
me
You want to subtract the two radii, right? You want to do
Okay.
when like this the sun Earth and the sun Mars. This is where when you have this difference, right?
much. Mm-hmm.
So if I do was it 2.26 times 10 to the 11th minus 1.5 times 10 to the 11th, right? That gets me 0.76 times 10 to the 11th, right? Meters. That's
Yeah.
going to be my new R. And then just do mass of the Earth and just do mass of the sun, right?
So
Sorry, mass of the Earth.
The massive Mars, sorry.
Yeah,
Baby
0.76 times 10 to the 11th. That's also squared.
Uh-huh. And then you have the G.
So the radius would be, hold up, radius is just radius of Earth Sun minus radius of Mars.
No, radius of Mars minus radius of
Mars.
Earth Sun. Because Mars is further away than the Earth, right?
Yeah,
I believe so.
radius of Mars versus radius of Sun, Earth.
Mhm.
And then we got that approximately to
It was
0.76
0.76.
times 10 to the 11th. All right.
Yeah, right. Mars is
Now I
further.
gotta plug this. I gotta plug this
Good,
whole
Mars is
thing
further
into
than
my
Earth.
calculator.
Correct. Yeah. And you need the mass of Earth and you need the mass of Mars.
Yeah, I got that in a packet right here.
All right, good.
5.98 times 10 to the 24th. You get quick with them, you know. You
Mhm.
like see them so much.
Yeah.
All right, so I have the mass is just 0.107 times Earth mass.
Point
That's
one
what my
zero
packet
seven.
says. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that kind of helps.
So I guess I can just plug that in, right?
Well, so you have like mass of the Earth, right? Times 0.107 mass of the
Rather than
Earth.
Of.
Mass of the Earth. So it's mass of the Earth squared times 0.107, right?
Because hold on, let me see. I just did for mass of Mars. I just did 0.107 times mass of Earth.
Sure,
and I
you can
got
do
it.
that. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
So now that's all divided by 0.76
0.76 times 10 to the 11th
10 to the 11th.
squared.
That's squared.
Uh-huh.
And once you get that, I got 5.208 times 10 to the 38th.
Okay. So now they have this new force, right? And they want to know how far would the sun need to be, right? So the sun would have to be a lot closer to Earth, right, to get like that much higher of a force, right?
Yeah.
So now you're just solving for R here. So in this case, now you have 5.2 times 10 to the 38th is equal to G. And then again, it's mass, Earth, mass, sun. And now you're solving for R.
R squared, yeah. So then would you multiply both sides by R squared?
Yeah, and then I would divide by this. I would just flip these is what I would do.
Okay.
So you get that R is equal
Divided
to the
by 4.
square root of G mass Earth.
Oh, that
mass-
was an SAT question because I took the December 3rd SAT.
Yeah.
And it was G equals F M1 M2 over R squared, and it says solve for R. So I was like, okay, freest
Pretty
points
basic.
of my
What?
life.
Yeah, that's easy mode, dude. What?
All right, so now radius is equal to square root of this whole equation. Let's just do the bottom first. 521 times 10 to the 38th, and then gravitational constant 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11. The two masses of Earth, 5.98 times 10 to the 24th, and then 0.107 of Earth. 24th. And now I grab your calculator. Pray you put everything in right first try. Like some of these equations we've been doing to plug into our calculator just can't fit on our screen sometimes. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
gotta
you can
do, like,
always.
left to right. Left to
Yeah,
right.
I know. I've been there. You can do things in steps, you know, so you can see them. That's usually what I would do.
Mhm. So now, oh my God. Where's photo math when you need it?
Photo math.
Or Wolfram Alpha. Or what's that new thing that's Chat GPT or whatever?
Chat GPT. Yeah, that's what people are using to like
Yeah.
write like English essays now.
Oh yeah, so I used it in a Cyber Patriot competition and it was able to change like this image file code from like base 64 to base 85. I was like,
Ha!
okay.
That's too funny, dude.
That it's scary what it could do. Like,
Dude, it is, dude. Yeah. Machine learning is fucking powerful, dude.
0.107. Oh my God. My calculator like barely works, dude. Some buttons just like don't comprehend.
Do you have like a TI-84? Is that what you have?
Yeah, but it's like the school gave me one, so I'm getting one for Christmas, the CE version.
Yeah, the CE's nice. And you can do like Python.
Python programming. Alright. Times 10 2D. There you go. Alright. And then alright, I got 6,500 wait. 6.5 million basically. So radius is equal to 6532890.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.5 million kilometers. Right?
Nice. Yeah, that sounds
Or
about
is it
right. Yeah.
meters?
No, it's you got the answer in meters, right?
Okay, yeah. So it would be meters.
Yeah, good. Nice. That
Does
wasn't
that
too
sound
bad.
realistic?
It does. Yeah, it sounds about realistic. Because it should be
Perfect.
smaller than the Sun Earth one, which was 10 to the 11th, and you have to go up. You have to go up a pretty big factor because we're going from 10 to the 22nd to 10 to the 38. So that's a factor of 16, which r squared means r needs to go down by a factor of 8. So instead of 10
Yeah.
to the 11th, it should be like 10 to the 3rd.
Which is 6.53. It's to the 4th. Which
Close.
Is,
Yeah, it's close. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 to the 3rd, 10 to the 4th. Yeah, it's all closer. Okay.
Alright, well the one part I screwed up on was subtracting the radiuses
Yeah.
of the two.
I think that's how they want you to do it. They don't want you really to Google like what's the app
Yeah,
helium
okay,
or
that's-
something.
Cause I was like greatest magnitude. I'm like, so that's when like they're the closest. Cause
That's
what we've been
true.
talking about in class.
But yeah,
so I was
they
like,
want you to do it with like circular radii.
All right, thank
Cool.
you so much.
You're very welcome, dude. Okay, nice.
23 minutes over.
It's all good. All right, thank you everyone for coming to office hours. Super fun. Yeah, what is that 2022 thing by his name? That's pretty cool. Oh, CS:GO Week Brazil 2022. Oh, that's cool.
CS:GO.
Apparently, I don't know. Maybe there's a
There's
competition.
still so much it's crazy. How
There's
much
so much
esports
esports
they
stuff.
get.
My one buddy just got a job at Blizzard, which is pretty cool. I need to like hit
Oh,
him
so
up.
he can give me free Overwatch.
Right,
coins
right. Yeah, I think he might actually be working. I think he's either working on Diablo 4 or he's working on Overwatch. One of those he's happening. Yeah.
Well, if he slides any codes, just let me know.
Yeah, I know, right?
I wish you could have released on my question.
Oh, well, there's your battery, dude. What do you mean? Did your phone come back finally magically? What?
Yeah, I actually
Thank
was
you so
able
much,
to.
Dr. Gold.
You're welcome, dude.
But dang it, I couldn't. I wish I at least got the credit for it.
Well, it's not about just the credit, Ethan. It's about the knowledge, dude. That's the most important thing. Like,
Yes,
if you guys,
I was
if you guys are just coming here for points, that doesn't really do anything. You know, like I want you to actually understand and learn things. That's why I don't want to just
Yeah.
rush through questions just so you can get points. Like, I want you to learn things.
Yeah, I
That's
was
the whole
playing
point.
it in Sunny, but then that ruined me.
Your dad ruined you? What? What do you mean your dad?
No,
ruined you?
I said that ruined me. Like the battery dying. That's what I said.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. We'll have Wednesday. It's really late though. It's like 4:20. I'm already like 24 minutes over. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you everyone coming office hours. Lots of questions. Let's see. I probably got some time for some Fortnite. If you guys want to play some Fortnite. Let's see. How do I do that? One sec. We'll be streaming again Wednesday. I think this may end up being the last week of streams though. Or maybe I'll make next week the last week of streams for the year because, you know, a lot of you guys don't have homework or none of you going to school. Like, you have the Christmas break coming up. Like, Ethan, do you have Christmas break coming up? Yeah? Like, a lot of you guys are going to have, you're not going to have school happening anymore. So, I might stop the education streams for a bit. Just we did the same thing last year. I stopped. I had a Christmas break for like a week or two, and then we came back on it. That gives me some time also. I got to write a bunch of like grant proposals and stuff for this. I'm in Ethan's class, and yes, school ends on Friday. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, so I think this week may be the last week of streams. I may do some next week, but yeah, otherwise I think a lot of you guys aren't just even gonna have school. So like, it's time to take a break. And fun stuff. Thursday's the last teaching day, but you probably have exams, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let me raid the other stream. Let's see how we do it. Raid. Yeah, there we go. Start. Exams is the second week of January. Oh, really? You have your exams after the winter break? Oh, that's strange. That's really strange. Okay. All right, cool. We don't need this anymore.